A trained meteorologist tracks objects in the sky that don't behave like aircraft. Then she sees one land. An alien emerges. He says his name is Akon. He says he's from Venus. He takes her aboard his craft. They fall in love. She has his baby. This isn't an alien abduction story. It's a romance. This is Akon from Venus, the Elizabeth Klarer encounter. Will you believe? Let's get into it. Welcome to another episode of Mostly True Alien Stories.
UFO sightings. Many Americans have wondered about the dangers of unknown objects.
Scientists in Mexico pulling back the curtain. We need to save ourselves.
Welcome back to Mostly True Alien Stories. I'm Neil Girandola, and this is the podcast where we take a true report of an alien encounter from history and share what we know, then decide whether it's a mostly true alien story or not. Today's report has a twist, unlike anything we've covered before. This isn't a military sighting, it's not missing time, and it's not fear-based. It's a full-blown extraterrestrial relationship involving advanced physics, interstellar travel, and yes, romance, love, and sex. And today we're diving into Akon from Venus, the Elizabeth Klarer encounter. And before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button on whatever channel you're listening on, and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Mostly True Alien Stories. Every subscribe helps the show grow and we can reach more aliens. And of course, helping me break down today's report is the Don Juan of alien lovers. It's Andrew Triana. Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Neil.
You get me every time you do that. You get me. It goes right, tingles right to me. It's in my loins.
That's what the aliens say too.
That's what they say.
So I've been told.
Dude, this is going to be a great story. I'm excited to get into it, only because it involves a whole relationship and everything else. And,
Oh, yeah.
And I've always wanted to ask you this. Do you would you sleep with an alien? I mean, if you had the chance.
Yeah, she was hot. Yeah, for sure.
Hot like who?
Selma Hayek hot.
Oh, you're looking for a Selma Hayek alien.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I would do a Selma Hayek alien.
You know,
for
if,
sure.
if they looked like Selma Hayek or that type, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably every guy's fantasy would be if it's a hot alien, right?
I mean, look at Kirk, right? Like every alien chick that Kirk,
They were hot.
They were hot. So
Right,
they'd have to be like that, okay? They'd have to be like that. That's what I'm going to compare it to.
I like that, and I blame Star Trek for ruining it. Like they're, that they
Oh,
have
yeah.
to be like that
The green chick,
in a heartbeat.
she was dancing and,
Ah.
man, yeah.
I remember seeing that for the first time.
Should we
I'm
pause the
thinking,
show for a second?
I need a minute.
I need to take a breath because my heart is racing right now.
Well, let me ask you this though.
Okay.
You're would you, let's just say, all right, you're married and an alien shows up and she's hot alien and she's just like, I definitely want to have sex with you. Would you do that?
So I'm
Is
married.
that cheating?
Yeah,
I mean, that,
dude, it's
to me,
Oh wait, so you know what? That question was actually in City Slickers.
it was.
Yeah, in City Slickers, they ask Bruno Kirby asks Billy Crystal that if a alien landed right in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
and she was like, "I want you to make love to me,"
Mhm.
and then you would fly off in her craft and you would make love to her, and then she would bring you back, and you would never see her again.
Mm.
Would you tell anyone? And would you do it? And he said, "No, I wouldn't do it because I'm married, and I would know that I did it."
Mm.
So interesting.
Yeah,
Or you could take that another way and be like, "Yeah, I
Well,
know I
I
banged
mean,
an alien." Then
here's-
on your deathbed, you tell your wife, "I banged an alien."
Yeah.
Beep.
That's your last line. Dude, you know what though? I think I'm completely opposite. I think I would call my wife
and
and
say,
go,
"I have a
hey,
chance to bang an alien."
yeah, is that okay? Is that all right? I'm going to do it. I mean, when will I ever get this chance again, honey? I think my wife would be okay with it.
What if your wife answered you, "I did that last week"? So yeah, go ahead.
Is he green?
No, she's like, "It's Jerry from up the block."
Yeah, I don't know, but we're going to find out more about all of this in our story. Did you see though that the new renewed interest in the Varginha incident has popped up in The Moment of Contact, the documentary that was done by James Fox? He was produced in 2019 Well, started it in 2019, came out in 2022. You can see it for free on YouTube, but just for our listeners, I'm talking about the Virginia incident, which was just a quick context here. It refers to a series of events that unfolded in January of 1996 in Virginia, Brazil. It's often described as Brazil's Roswell.
Yeah.
It began when these three young women, they reported seeing a small humanoid creature with oily, brown
Right.
skin, large
Right.
red eyes. It smelled
Right.
like sulfur. And then there
Yeah.
were multiple witnesses that saw a craft crash. And then there were claims. And then the army came into town in Virginia, Brazil. And there were, medical doctors that closed down a hospital. And there was all of this secrecy going on and just a big commotion.
Yeah.
Something definitely happened. And so this happened 30 years ago, 1996. So the Moment of Contact documentary by James Fox came out in 2022.
Right.
And it was basically him going behind the lines of Virginia to get, to dive in to find out 26 years later what really happened.
Yeah.
And
the three girls saw a homeless guy taking a shit in the alley.
well, I mean, basically, well, listen, I don't want to downplay that incident.
No.
There was definitely something went on in that town because it was multiple witnesses. It was huge. But a couple of things popped up for me. They had this press conference in Washington just a couple of weeks ago on the Virginia incident, and James Fox was heading it up. And then what basically brought in all of these still living witnesses from the incident, and they have new evidence and they want to present it and all of these things. And that made me want to go watch the documentary because I had never seen that documentary. Again, it came out in 2022. I think he was shooting it during COVID. I have to say a couple of things. The documentary, I thought, sucked. I thought it was awful. It was just basically a retelling of the incident from 1996.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, he had scenes where he's out on the street with signs written in Spanish saying, if anybody see anything or know anything about the Virginia incident.
Right.
And they would have people walking in the street coming up and go, oh, yeah, I saw it. The kid's 20 years old. Wait a minute. How'd you see it? It was 30 years ago. I mean, I'm being nitpicky, but
I was a sperm and I saw it.
yeah, exactly. But, then all people are coming out of the woodwork and saying they saw it. And then he talked to the mayor, and the mayor's like, he believes it happened. And, but to me was just, it is a roadblock to disclosure, I think. I think it's just really, it was coming across to me, and I'm talking about the press conference. Well, Moment of Contact documentary to me was no good.
Right.
No good. It didn't do the story
down?
justice.
A thumbs way down? Would you give it a thumbs way down?
Yeah, but almost two thumbs down.
Oh, so it would be like this.
Yeah. Did you see it? You saw it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you think of it?
I fell asleep.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I mean, it
wasn't compelling. It wasn't a well done documentary, in my opinion. And James Fox, I think, is a talented documentary. And
yeah, it was fine. I mean, it was shot well. Just had no meat.
It opened with a lot of other UFO stories that happened sort of in the area. Like, it was getting confusing for me because I didn't know what we were talking about. I didn't know what you're trying to prove your point that things happen in this area. What are we doing?
They were like, a farmer and this donkey were making love in the barn when a ship appeared.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's exactly it. But anyway, then I thought about it. I looked into, okay, what is happening? Why is this press conference happening now, 30 years later? Documentary came out 3 years ago. Now this renewed interest in it and the Virginia incident. And then I'm looking into, okay, did Virginia, who financed this documentary? Maybe this is a tourism ploy. Maybe it's all these things. Not Jaime. Jaime's not even involved in this.
What? That's not true.
He's probably involved somehow. It all connects. It's 6 degrees of Jaime Maussan. It all comes back to him somehow. So Virginia did not invest in this movie. There were private investors, and even James Fox put his own money into this. He did make a little money on this, but not a lot.
No.
The renewed interest probably gets him more work for other things, puts him back in the limelight for sure. But what I looked at was if you look at the conversation, the alien conversation from 2022 to today, it's completely changed. So I think the renewed interest, that kind of adds to it. That climate kind of finally caught up with his film of the time. If you go back then, there was no Grush testimony. There was no arrow didn't really exist. Your congressional UAP hearings weren't normalized. There was all kinds of this stuff. Crash retrieval was just this sort of fringe conversation.
Yeah.
And now it's more. And then you couple that on with all the witnesses are aging, basically are beginning to die. And I think that
Right.
that's what's happening here. I think. What do you think?
One last hurrah to try to get this thing out there.
Yeah, and
I'm
in my
sorry.
opinion, and I think we said this on our episode. You guys should check out that episode, the Virginia incident, because we do dive into it. We had a lot of fun. Virginia.
Come
We had-
visit Virginia.
we had a lot of fun with that episode. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed this story, but I think we came to the conclusion that, well, I think you came to the conclusion that it was definitely something that happened. I think but we felt it was more government,
Government
like
cover-up.
tests of
Yeah.
things, not an alien cover up.
No.
Could have been the aliens that they're referring to that were in the hospital. And that's whole nother story. Probably were exposed to some high level of radiation in this
Or
experiment
sulfur
that they were
gas
doing.
that gagged them and, filled their lungs and killed them.
Yeah, they were humans though.
Yeah, they were humans. They were humans. They
Testing
weren't
something.
aliens.
Yeah. And that the government was trying to hide.
Yeah,
cover
it's
that
the
up.
U.S. government hiding something as always.
But now they have those videos coming out of the hairs that someone actually got a video of the alien in the alley, and now it appears. But for some reason it's only 6 seconds long
But
of AI length.
no.
Yeah, did you hear about AI? The AI.
What's AI?
AI is this new thing.
The film that Steven Spielberg did
No,
years ago with
AI.
Haley Joel
AI.
Osment and the little bear and him as a robot. And his face is like when he's eating spinach. No,
Did you get a chance to actually look at the press conference? Did you watch little clips of it or anything?
no,
throughout
I
it?
didn't. I did watch another press conference that I found interesting on UAPs.
On this?
No, on a completely different thing. We should talk about it in
What the-
another episode. So it doesn't really matter right now.
Oh yeah, my mother came to visit the other day. What does that have to do with anything? What are we talking?
I don't think your mom came to visit.
no, she's back.
If she did, I would be freaked out.
Well, anyway, I didn't get a sense that there was any new evidence that came.
No,
to
there's
light at
nothing
the press
new.
conference.
There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing new with any of this. It's like he's just trying to push the scenario again. It's 30 years anniversary. It's a big year.
Just retelling the story over and over again doesn't mean new evidence. That's the problem.
No,
right?
and there was a push back in 2016 as well for this, over the 20 years. It's like every anniversary year they're going to do it. They're going to try to do something.
I mean, I get it because it was a big incident, and Virginia
Yeah,
is.
you know what? The people just want answers. If somebody would just come forward and go, you know what? It was a guy in a spacesuit. We were testing it, and he had radiation. He had to take a shit in an alley. The shit had radiation on it.
Wow,
It was the craziest thing ever.
You think that's
3
what they should
people
come out?
died. Yeah, if they
They should
came
come
out
out.
and just told the
And
truth.
that about the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. They should always do that. Any alien abduction or any question about something that happened and people are like, oh, they're hiding something, they should come out and go, no, is there radiation
Is
in
that
this
any
shit?
different than I had just moved to New York City. I was literally there for 3 days. I get on the subway, and you're not supposed to change cars, right? When you ride the subway, it's like against the law to do that. Unless you're at a station, then you can change a car. But when the train is moving, you're not supposed to change cars. Well, the train door between the
Wait,
cars.
I didn't think that's a true rule when it's moving, because I
Yeah.
would change cars all the time.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
Oh my God.
A cop
okay.
could give you a ticket for that.
Really?
Yeah. But I'll
If
never
you-
forget, I'm sitting there, I'm going down to the village, and the door opens between the two cars, and there's literally a homeless guy hanging on to the handles,
Mhm.
taking a shit between the two cars.
That was the Virginia alien. He was at New York, the subways.
He was on tour. Yeah.
He was making his rounds. From here, I go to Virginia.
I shit there. You see. Yeah, that was pretty alien to me too, to see that. you know,
I'm
having
sure.
moved from North Carolina to New York City,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was pretty
Welcome to New York City. Well, anyway, I didn't think the documentary was any good.
No.
The press conference didn't reveal any new evidence, and
Agreed.
that's what makes today's story so interesting, Andrew.
so good.
Because Elizabeth Klarer wasn't selling a documentary or chasing headlines or holding a press conference. She just told her story and stuck to it for the rest of her life. Let's get into the Elizabeth Klarer Acon encounter. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Mostly True Alien Stories. All right. Elizabeth Klarer was a South African meteorologist, aviation enthusiast, and an amateur astronomer She spent years observing and tracking unidentified objects in the skies above South Africa. In 1954, she claimed one of those objects didn't just pass overhead, it landed, and a being emerged from the craft that landed, and it looked human. It was tall, blonde, calm, and he identified himself as Akon. And according to Klarer, Akon told her he came from Venus. And it's not the Venus we know today, but a much earlier phase of its existence, or possibly a parallel planetary state. Over multiple encounters, she said Akon piloted a disc-shaped craft called the Silver Star. That's what he called it. Would you like to come upon my Silver Star?
Come on up here. I've got some.
Oh, it's really nice in here. I like this.
Here,
I
drink
like
this.
it. What? Drink
Drink
that?
this,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm thirsty.
You look sleepy.
Oh, I am feeling a little woozy, but I feel so good.
You should lay down.
I love your Silver Star.
Thanks. Everyone loves my Silver Star.
This place is so cool.
Disregard the sign that says free puppies. That's for later.
You're put this on. Okay. All right. The craft, according to Klarer, the craft used light and magnetic-based propulsion. And I think that's important in the story. Well, we'll get into that. Travel occurred by manipulating space-time and not conventional speed. And Klarer claimed she traveled aboard the craft. She went on some trips with Acon. Weekend trips, sounds like. And then Acon taught her advanced concepts in physics and astronomy.
Damn.
And she also said that their relationship turned romantic. It was consensual, emotional, and deeply personal, according to Klarer. And she didn't say that she was ever afraid. She said she said she was never afraid. She didn't describe this as an abduction. She denied it as being an abduction, and she described a deep connection with Acon.
Yeah.
Now, Clarer's story emerged during the Contact E era, which was of the 1950s. It's a time when alien encounters were framed as benevolent and instructional and often hopeful. And this was also during the time that was the dawn of space age and the height of Cold War anxiety and a period obsessed with nuclear power and cosmic neighbors. So there was a lot going on then. And unlike later abduction cases, this story seemed to not be about control, according to Clarer's, but it was more about deep connection and communication. All right, Andrew, that's my setup. That's my report. I know you're going to get a lot more deeper. I'm going to hand it over to you. Let's weigh in on whether we think this is a mostly true alien story after hearing what you have to say.
You know, this is a love story. This isn't, this is truly a love story.
A straight up love story, man.
Straight up.
I think, already right off the bat, I'm so interested in this story because it's one of our first ones that we told about a love story.
Love story. Where do I begin to tell the story of how great a love can be?
It's not only a love story, it's a musical. I'm Acon from Venus, and I'd like to show you my penis.
Not yet, not yet. Look at the stars and the silver star.
I want you to come upon my silver star.
I'd love to ride on your silver star.
And take you very far, if you know what I mean. And then the whole chorus comes in, if you know what he means.
The huge dance break.
Acon. From Venus, he's got a very large penis. Okay, sorry. Sorry, listeners.
Oh, yeah, sorry. We sometimes we just break into song on our show, and it's fun.
Mm-hmm. So what do you have on this story, Andrew? Is this a mostly true alien story? Don't say it yet, but
I'm gonna say let me tell you what I got, and then you determine whether you think this is a mostly true alien story.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so it all started one morning. 7-year-old Elizabeth was walking with her sister.
Wait, you're going back to?
I'm going back, baby.
7.
Yeah, because this goes back.
We're starting back.
Yeah, we're starting back because I'm giving you history with Elizabeth and her contact.
Ladies and gentlemen, this story begins at the year 7 years old of Elizabeth Klarer. We're going to take you through every age up to 50 years old.
When she was 8, she thought she was starting her menstrual cycle, but she hadn't started yet. It was just false alarms. No. Okay, so 7-year-old Elizabeth is walking with her sister.
Okay.
They were out feeding animals. So her family must have owned this huge land, this property, this farm, because she talks about farm workers and stuff that I saw with her talking about it.
Right.
And
And she's South African.
she's South African. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a smart lady. I mean, she's really smart. I'll get into that too. So,
Well,
the
what's that
animals,
supposed to mean? Just because she's from South Africa, she's not smart?
no. What I mean by that is
Well,
that
I
she
didn't know
went
what
to
you meant.
university. She went to University of Cambridge.
Wow.
Yeah. She studied languages. Yeah. So I'm going to get there.
So
I'm
she's
going to get
brilliant.
there. Right. She's a writer. She's a meteorologist. She's a
Got it.
musician. That's why we're doing the musical.
I'm Akon from Venus. Take a look at my penis. Okay, sorry. I
You
won't
can
do
look at his penis. Everyone sees his penis.
that. Look at my penis.
His penis has been seen on Mars. No.
He's Akon from Venus.
Yes.
I know. I
Okay.
want to keep doing it, but we have to stop because our listeners are going, okay,
They're
picking
like,
up.
okay, this musical's not very good. You guys need to go into rewrites
Horrible.
immediately. Okay. All right. So the animals suddenly got frightened while they were out there feeding it, and a silver gleam appeared in the sky.
Hmm.
It was a pretty blue, silverish colored beam, is what she described it.
Okay.
And then she saw a disc-shaped object, and it flew overhead,
Mm,
and it had a soft humming sound.
wow.
Her sister said what they saw was the lightning bird.
Lightning bird?
Yes.
What's that?
So in this area of South Africa, the Zulu tribes believe in this mythical creature called the lightning bird. It's a folklore from the area. It's called the Impudulu. This is creepy. It's a powerful vampire type creature associated with witches and lightning.
What?
Human-sized, black and white bird. It can also shapeshift into a man and seduce its victims.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
This was
so-
entered into her life at the age of 7.
7. Right. At the age of 7.
But now it's
So-
shapeshifted into this blue sort of lighty beam
Yeah,
thing?
it was a blue beam, a silver disc, and it kept, shifting, and then it just disappeared.
Okay.
Okay. Never to be seen again, basically.
Okay.
Elizabeth said it felt like it was a premonition. She said it felt really weird. Like she felt like she had been through this before. It was like deja vu, kind of deja vu.
So you're setting the stage that this is happening to her early on in her
Early
life.
on. Yep. Early on. Years passed and nothing else happened. She never saw any more ships. She never saw the bird. She never saw anything. Right. So she traveled the world. Okay. And she developed some really great skills. She studied at renowned universities. She learned several languages. She was fluent in Latin. She played piano and violin.
Wow.
And then she studied meteorology at the University of Cambridge. So
Okay. Did she want to become a weather person of sorts?
yeah, she just enjoyed knowledge. She kept enjoying
Mhm.
learning. So like, after she became a meteorologist, she was like, oh, I'm going to do this now. I'm going to study this. So she just kept educating herself. She's like one of those people that continue to go back and get a master's
Yeah,
degree.
sure.
And then one hot summer day, it was December 27th, 1954, farm workers saw a craft. And when she went out, she ran towards the ship. She said she felt amazing getting closer to the ship. She could feel the humming off the ship, and it just made her feel great.
Huh. So the farm workers saw a craft descend and land, and then
No, it never landed. It never landed. It was just hovering.
And okay, so and then she went out and saw
She
the
went
same
out, she
thing.
saw it, and she ran towards the ship.
Mhm.
She said she saw 3 windows on the craft.
Mm.
And then she saw a pair of eyes looking at her.
Deep blue
They were like,
gaze. You like what you see? I'm Venus from. I'm
not yet.
Akon
He
from
hasn't started
Venus.
singing yet. He
Oh,
didn't
he did.
start singing
Yeah.
yet.
Okay.
She said they appeared to be human eyes, but different. She said she felt like time stopped.
Hmm.
Felt like she was in the presence of something divine.
I have a question. So the farmers saw this, but none of them went out there. She did.
She ran towards the ship. They all were like, yeah, ship.
Okay.
I guess. I don't know. She didn't
Did
really
we-
go into the details about
Did we get any witness names
that.
that saw her running in her
There
silk?
was Charlie, who was the farmhand. He died later in an electrical fire. No, there's no witnesses, dude. There's no witnesses. There's no names.
I'm just picturing her.
We've been doing this long enough. Have you, unless they were
Yeah.
like Fred Johnson from Millstone came and saw the ship and shook hands with Akon and actually touched his penis. No.
And introduced Acon
And they
to
started dating.
Elizabeth.
To Elizabeth.
That's
This
how
is
they
my
met.
buddy Akon. He's from Venus, but not the Venus that you know. It's another Venus.
So she came running out there
Right.
in her like nightgown, and there's the
She
sun
didn't say
glistened
she was
off
in a
her
nightgown.
silk.
Now,
you
this sounds
know.
like your
But
fantasy.
this is what I'm
No,
picturing.
It's not.
It's not.
No.
It didn't happen that way.
No, it didn't happen. It did not happen that
I
way.
just wonder. I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm just trying to figure out like what's compelling her to run towards this ship, and none of the farmers did.
Because
and what
she
time of the
had
day
seen
was
the
in the
ship
morning?
before.
Was it in
Yeah,
the
she said
morning?
it was a hot summer morning.
Hot summer morning. That's what I mean. She's in her nightgown, hot summer morning. She just woke up. She's had her cup of coffee. The sun is glistening through the farmhouse. She sees this ship hovering. She's drawn to it, and she just immediately runs outside, and the wind through the wheat and is hitting her just right. And the sun, the golden sun, is glistening off the wheat. And she gets closer to the ship that's just hovering, and she sees these steely alien eyes looking at her through the window.
Yep. And then you know what? All the farmers started singing, "Tell me more, tell me more." Did you get very far? Tell me more, tell me more. Does he have silver star? Yeah.
And this ends with her in a leather suit.
No,
A
not
black
yet.
leather outfit.
That's later.
That's later.
That's later. Yeah.
Alright.
Because she's
Alright.
still the innocent farm girl right now.
All right. So she's
From
next
South
to-
Africa instead of Australia.
So she's next to the ship, and she sees these eyes looking at her through the window of this massive ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then she started singing, "He flew by me, got my dress stamp." No, okay, so she said,
And why is it Grease? Why did we turn it into the musical?
because
Grease.
I got a thing from the producer saying, change it.
Oh, you didn't like.
They didn't like the
I'm
penis.
Akon from Venus. Okay. All right. So
They
she's
said that
right.
was Wagnerian, too much like a Wagner opera.
Yeah, I kind of like it though. I think
No.
it fits it.
Yeah. Agreed. No, I think we mix it up. I think we do a whole variety of music.
Yeah.
We even have a rap number in there,
All
a
right.
country song, all kinds of stuff. Okay.
We're gonna need the comic sidekick in there too. So I don't know who that'll be yet, but maybe it'll reveal itself as we go along here.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
all right. So there she is. She's run towards the ship. She's feeling better as she gets closer to it,
And then
she
it flew
sees,
off.
and she seriously sees eyes though looking through the
Yep,
window.
out of one of the windows. Human
But then
like,
and then
different.
it flew off.
Yeah. Gone.
Huh.
Gone. So she kept thinking about the being. She had a dream.
How could you not stop thinking about that? That's an experience that would be embedded in burned in your freaking subconscious.
So she had dreams, right, of a faraway place. She said the dreams were disturbing, but she felt connected with some deeply rooted connection to this person. All right.
Cool. Yeah.
So 2 years pass. Okay. That was 54.
Oh, okay.
Nothing else happened. All
Wow.
right. In April of 1956, she climbed to Catkin Peak. The ship flew over, and she said it landed on the ground. Then she saw him. The doors open.
Yeah, just a minute.
Fog.
She's out hiking by herself
Yeah.
in the Catkin Peak, or whatever it's called.
Right.
And then the ship comes over and lands.
It lands there, yeah.
And the door opens.
The
How's
door
the
opens.
door? What's it sound like? It's like down, down.
And she hears,
I'm Acon from Venus.
No.
No.
It's just fog.
Oh, it's just fog.
Just a fog comes out. And then she sees a tall, pale white hair. His eyes were gray.
Like a
Yeah.
Nordic
The Nordic,
species.
the Nordic ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Nordic ones is
Oh.
what I'm going to go with.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
She said he seemed kind.
For an alien that just landed in front of her on a freaking hike by herself in the mountains of South Africa.
Right. She said she felt at peace. He extended his hands and she took his hand.
Just like that.
Just like that. Boom. All right.
Wow.
He took her inside the ship. She said it was simple inside. She felt the craft was almost like it was alive.
Huh.
And she felt a severe case of deja vu, like she had been here before.
That's nuts. That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah. That's cool.
He took her to a room of the craft where she met another dude, another
What?
alien guy. Yeah.
This is
he was
turning
darker.
this is turning into like a sort of
This is
gang-ish
the pizza guy.
alien Yeah.
His name is Ned.
I don't have change for a 10.
You do now.
Okay. All right. So
Our
there's
driver's only
another
carrying
alien.
enough, right? Our driver's only carrying enough change for $20. Please don't rob them.
So
Okay,
another alien is on the ship, on the Silver Star.
right, but he was darker, and he was also peaceful, she said, and younger. And then
And
the ship took
hung
off,
like a
bigger than Akon's penis from Venus.
Acon.
Akon was like,
yeah.
she was like, "Sorry, Akon, I'm going with this guy."
We don't know this guy's name?
No, there was no name. No name
Larry.
was given.
Let's call him
Right.
Larry.
Larry, the darker alien.
They call him Dark Larry. I'm Acon, and this is Dark Larry.
Because you can see his skin is a little bit darker than mine, and we couldn't come up with anything different. We have magnetic propulsion and everything and can travel through time and
Yeah.
space, but we're just not good with names.
We don't know what to call him, so we just call him Dark Larry.
Okay, so she said that she was transported to a larger ship.
Wow.
So this vessel
Wait,
took
this
her.
is after meeting Dark Larry.
This is after getting on the ship, meeting Dark Larry in the other room. The ship took off.
Okay.
And she was
The
taken
ship takes
a
off
large-
to
yeah,
another ship.
to a larger ship,
Okay.
right?
It wasn't teleportation, it was flight to another
Right.
ship. Okay.
And then Akon introduces himself as I'm Akon again
Mhm.
and speaks to her telepathically. Every thought he had, she saw and felt. So she gets out and it's a larger ship, and he tells her that you are on the space ark high above the earth, and it has several different beings from different planets, from different parts of the universe,
So
all
cool.
live here in perfect harmony.
Wow.
Then he told her that they were soulmates, separated by eras and stellar distances, but finally reunited.
Akon's got all the lines, man.
First of all, I'm going to call this grooming because he looked at her when she was 7. Okay. So, and as
She's
the sister
fine.
later came out to say that underneath the ship as it flew off,
Mhm.
free candy.
And puppies. No, I mean Akon's really putting on the moves with her. So wait, let's, in all seriousness, so he's saying that they're soulmates.
That's why there's such a connection between them. And
yeah,
he's
very
been
cool.
searching for her this whole time.
I mean, the fact that this alien craft lands, door opens, she's hitchhiking by herself, or hiking by herself in the mountains of South Africa. Not
Up on the
hitchhiking.
mountains.
Not
Hey, I need a ride.
But then this dude just comes out of this ship, puts his hand out, she takes it and goes onto the ship.
And she felt at peace.
yeah,
like-
that's crazy.
It's an everyday thing for her. Just last Tuesday, she was hanging out at the bar downtown. Tall guy, a little darker.
Hey,
Okay.
here comes that Klarer chick. Watch how easy it is
Yeah.
for me to take her home.
Let me just put this in her drink. Hold on a second.
No.
There was a whole city inside this ark. She said there were houses, there were parks, there were fountains, there were flowers.
The aliens live in houses?
That's what she said. They had houses.
I guess, when you really think about it, what do aliens live in? They don't live in their spaceship. So when they're home, yeah, they must have like little communities and towns, and they head home and
Yeah.
hey, Dark Larry's home. He has his garage door opens up and he pulls in and he goes inside and he has his favorite chair he likes to sit in.
Yeah, he sits
I mean,
in
we
his
don't think about it
garage.
that way.
Right. He probably jams with his friends. He probably has a band.
Yeah, he has a band. He has a side gig he likes to do to make a little extra money. He probably
Yeah.
sells on like their equivalent to Amazon.
They're so ahead of their times, dude. It was
Yeah.
the 50s. They were so
Yeah.
like, Amazon was like, what?
Yeah.
Amazon.
So there was houses on this ship. Now
Yep.
she didn't. Was there any description about her having trouble breathing, or there was? How did that all work out?
She was okay for this visit. She
No
was okay.
sickness, nothing. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit later. Okay.
Oh.
So Akon came from a planet called Maitan.
Maitan or Metan?
Maitan. Sorry, Maitan.
Yeah.
In the Alpha Centauri system. His species, he says, are the guardians of cosmic balance.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Right. He told her that she was actually one of them, but had been reincarnated on Earth to fulfill a special mission. She was supposed to create a hybrid humanoid.
She's got to create one
humanoid. Yeah, with him. Because they're soulmates.
So meaning he wants to have sex with her and impregnate her, and she's gonna have a baby. That's the hybrid.
Yes. Or Dark
Side of-
Larry.
Yeah, that.
One
I'll
of the
tell
two
you,
of them.
Akon
be
has the
banging.
lines, man. How did he word it? Say it again. He wants her to do what? What's his
He
line?
says she's there to fulfill a special mission.
Right there. He's making her feel good. Making her
Right.
feel good.
You're
You're
very
here to
special.
fulfill a special mission.
Wait. I'm gonna give you the lines. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
We're soulmates. I have been searching for you across galaxies.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God.
We're together so that you can fulfill a special mission.
Me? A special mission? Oh my-
Yes.
What is it?
We're going to create a hybrid being.
We are? I would love to help out. What do I have to do?
Just lay here in the bed.
Just lay here in the bed.
Drink this. I'll do the rest.
Akon's so smooth. All right.
So they met for several months.
Yeah.
And he gave her a
Oh,
silver...
wait. This went on from several. So he tells her about this, and then
she comes back.
okay, several months they're meeting. Where are they
Yeah.
meeting?
I guess they would go up on the mountain. She didn't really get into detail. She just said they met for several months, and he gave her a silver ring.
A silver ring
that she would wear, and it would help amplify the communications being worlds apart while he was traveling and banging other chicks. He could check in on her through
Doing
the
his
ring.
line.
He'd be like, "Do you hear me? I'm talking to you through your ring."
Does she have the ring? Did we see?
She has the ring. Yeah, she has.
Did we get a picture of the ring?
Silver ring. No, there's no photos of the ring. One guy did see it. I'll get to that in a second.
Oh, okay. I'm loving this story.
She got pregnant.
So wait a minute. So Akon impregnates her.
Yeah, he's banging her.
So was she medically pregnant? Did we see? Does she tested? I'm pregnant.
Well, what's interesting is that
A stick.
Dark Larry asked
Yeah.
Akon, "How's things going?" And he immediately went into, she bang. Oh yeah, she grew.
Wow.
Yeah,
Dark
it was
Larry.
amazing. And I actually saw that video. Dark Larry posted it. It's on the dark web, though. You can only see it on the dark web.
They videotaped Akon and
singing the song
Elizabeth?
about no, just about banging Elizabeth.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was very, very interesting.
I do have friends like that
That would
sing
totally
for me.
video it.
Sing for me for things. Yeah, when I would do something. But wait a minute. So they didn't sleep together the first time they met.
No. This was the second time. I think it was the second
how
date.
long had they been communicating and meeting and then having
months.
and then she gets pregnant.
She gets pregnant.
She gets pregnant. But my question is, was she truly pregnant? Did she get medical tests?
There are no witness accounts of ever seeing her pregnant.
Okay, I jumped ahead. I'm sure.
So her sister, like her sister never came out and said, yeah, she was pregnant. Okay. But maybe the reason why she didn't know she was pregnant was because she said she conceived a child. And as soon as she conceived the child, she said that government agents started following her.
Oh, boy.
So she was home in her room and a bright light engulfed her room. And she was taken up in the craft and she stayed there where she gave birth to a boy named Ayling.
Wait a minute. This is 9 months of pregnancy?
She doesn't say.
Or was it time change? Was there a time convergence of because she's up on the ship? Or they
Don't know.
Maybe
No mention of that. No mention of the time.
And what did she name the kid?
Ayling.
Like Ayling? Like Ayling, but Ayling?
Ayling. Ayling.
Like I'm ailing?
Man, this baby is ailing on me.
So it's a combination of Acon and
Ling, the panda from the Chinese zoo.
Elizabeth. I'm trying to find Klarer.
No,
Ayling.
nothing. It's Ayling, right? Okay, maybe these are their names.
I just want to know if they had that discussion. What will we name the baby? We should name them after your father. No, I hate his name. I don't even like my father. Okay, well then we'll name him after your mother's maiden name, maybe. And he's like, yeah, I like that. It's Ayling.
So they did. Yeah. They named him Ayling. Okay.
Yeah.
Now
it was a boy.
It was a boy.
How many pounds?
I heard he was 9 pounds 8 ounces, 22 inches long, completely healthy.
But we don't have those details.
Very small penis he has.
Not like
his father.
I'm Acon from Venus. So wait. So we don't have those details of baby weight.
Now, when she would go up to the shift, they would go to Maitan, to the planet, and that's where they would be. Where they would
meet
live.
on Maitan. They'd meet on Maitan. We're gonna meet on Maitan.
So, she said that she couldn't stay there.
She couldn't stay on Maitan.
She couldn't stay there because she was human, and her heart would race And like basically, if she stayed, it would explode.
Huh.
It got worse every time that she went back because she was a human. She was not a Maitonian anymore.
But she could stay long enough to have sex and get
That
pregnant.
was on the ship. That was on the ship.
Oh, that happened on the ship.
Yeah, that
The
happened
back-
on the ship.
the back of the ship.
Right.
Mhm.
In the dark spot.
Next to
Behind Dark Larry's room. Okay.
Okay.
So she had to say goodbye to Akon.
Because she couldn't go up to Maitan. Well, you know what, Acon? This isn't a one-way street here, buddy. You could come and visit her on Earth. You don't have
Well,
any
there
heart
were
problems, do
follow-up
you?
visits. There were follow-up visits.
Okay.
And then he just stopped. He
He got
stopped
tired
calling.
because he didn't want to drive all the time.
Right. Right. He
You
was
gotta
like,
come to
look,
me.
this has got to work out. You know,
Yeah. Mhm.
I go to your place, you come to my place.
Yeah. Break it up. You got keys to my place. I should
So-
have the keys to your place,
Right.
etc. Yeah.
Yeah. So there were several follow-up visits.
Several.
Yeah.
To Earth, though.
To Earth. Yeah.
Because she
to
couldn't
Earth.
do the Maitan visit anymore.
Right. Right. And I guess the kid was affected by it. She didn't go into detail. This is just speculation that the kid was affected by coming here on Earth.
What did they do with the kid? Put it up for adoption?
Yeah. He actually later went on to become a running back for the Chicago Bears.
That's amazing.
It was pretty crazy. Just
So no,
crazy.
seriously, did she say what went on? What happened with the baby? What happened with Ayling?
He grew up.
No, but did she leave him with Acon?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The kid's with Akon.
So
With
he's
his
a
dad.
single dad.
Yeah. He's a single dad, which makes him even more appealing to the other aliens
That's true.
because he can spin the story. She left me. Here, I used to go to her all the time, bring her up on the ship, and then she just left me. Oh, Akon,
You are such a good.
you're such
Dad.
a good dad. Come here.
Yeah. Oh God, they just start kissing him. Okay.
He's like,
so
whoa, hey, I have a soulmate.
was there any revelation as to that conversation as to what happened with Ayling?
No.
Just I had a baby.
Yeah, right.
It's with Acon.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. So
Okay.
now that's all I have for the story.
What?
Now I want to get into the ufologists that have reviewed this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
Okay.
great. Yeah, because I have
Okay.
so many questions.
So she took photos apparently of the ship, but only one ufologist. His name was Edgar Severus.
All right, wait a
um,
minute. Wait. So she took a picture.
She took a picture, not of him, just of the ship.
What? If you're going to take a picture of the ship, why not take a picture of Acon and Dark
Dude, I don't know.
Larry
There's
and
no- there's
Ayling?
no-
You know, here's my
There's
baby.
nothing.
You know.
Do you know that she did write a book? It
All right,
was
we'll get to
called
that.
Beyond the Light Barrier.
Okay.
All right, so she wrote a book, and in the book is the whole story, the love story,
Mm-hmm.
and everything that happened to her.
Okay.
So, listeners, if you want to read a Jackie Collins novel,
You know what? I am going to read that.
it's
I
better
wanna
than
read
James
it.
Patterson stuff. So I would.
I definitely want to read it.
Don't take that, James Patterson. That was just a joke. You're the first author that came to my head. So congratulations. Beyond the Light Barrier. So Beyond the Light Barrier is the name of her book.
Okay.
And it talks about the romance between her and Acon and the relationship they had and their baby. Edgar Severus said he saw the photos, and he said that the ship was disc-shaped.
So
Okay.
Edgar is the ufologist who's investigating this.
Investigating this, yeah.
But here's my question. Why did he investigate this? Did she
told
report
him about
this?
it. Yeah, she told him about it because she started speaking at all ufology conventions and stuff.
So she starts
She
making
was telling the
rounds.
story. Yeah, she's making around. She's selling her book.
Okay.
She's selling her book. So 3 ufologists, Thomas Stryker, Cynthia Hind, and Philip Huma.
I only know Cynthia Hind. So
They
okay.
all reviewed all the evidence that she had.
Mhm.
She had a silver ring that she showed them. She, showed them a photo of the ship. She told them the whole story of what happened.
It doesn't seem like she has much evidence. So she has a photo. She has a ring.
So after Acon said he wasn't coming back, after he
Mhm.
was like, "I'm done with you,"
She got vengeful. She's like, yeah, I'll show you, bitch.
she actually got married to an Earth guy. His name was Aubrey.
Aubrey.
So
Okay.
anyway, those 3 ufologists basically said, in a nutshell, this bitch is crazy.
They
She's
thought she was nuts.
batshit crazy. Yeah. They were like, there's no evidence that shows any of this. It sounds like a made up story. That's what they're
Very
basically said. Okay.
Yeah.
Now this is my favorite. This is my favorite line. You ready?
Mhm.
Her husband, her Earth husband, Aubrey, said when they asked him about Acon and all of that,
Yeah.
he said, "That's all right by me, as long as he stays in space where he belongs."
Damn.
So he was like,
Aubrey's like,
"Bring it,
I'll mess you up.
bring
Acon.
it, Akon.
Aubrey. No, nobody named Aubrey's gonna kick my ass. I'll tell you that much. I don't know.
Yeah.
Akon's probably up there going, you know what? I think I got to make a trip to Earth because Aubrey called me out.
He's like, damn, my ship is broke. Damn, I'd be there.
Oh my God, Aubrey.
That's it. That's all I have for you, my friend.
I have so many questions. I'm definitely going to read this book because I want to see what was going on here for sure. But as this show goes, we only base our decision based on what we discuss here on the show and what we know for now. So, Andrew, I'm going to ask you right now, do you think that this is a mostly true alien story or not?
Absolutely no.
You're going no.
I'm going no.
You're
This
going,
is just some fantasy made up story. Freaking nobody saw it. I mean, the fact that the sister was like, whatever that was, that had to be that mythical bird. And then they never talk about her seeing anything else again. So she was like, Elizabeth was 7, the sister was 9. It could have been a lightning flash in the sky. It could have been anything. And then I think the craziest thing, the creepiest thing is that this guy, Akon's been watching her since she was 7. That is some serious messed up stuff.
Yeah, well, we don't know Akon's mindset. I mean, it may be if you are a true soul partner.
Yeah,
it doesn't age isn't a thing. So he may have just been that Akon.
He found her soul. That was it.
Well, no, he was
the 7-year-old
checking on
girl.
her. He's just connected. He's keeping the connection. I don't think it was the alien pedophile that you're making him out to be. I think he was just more
He's
like
watching her from his
it
ship.
was just love. Just love. Because the souls have no age. Souls are
true. No, you're right. You're right. You always hear that. I'm an old soul, right? People say that I'm an old soul.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's aging it. I guess that's giving an age to a soul.
Right.
You're old soul.
You're an old soul.
But I do believe that I think if you really want to get deep and woo-woo about this, I think soul partner or whatever you call it, what do you call it?
Soulmate.
Soulmate. Oh yeah, soulmates. I couldn't think of the word soulmate. I think if you're a soulmate, you're a soulmate, and there's no age to it. So you just get your dirty, filthy gutter.
You're right. I'm
out
sorry.
of that,
I apologize.
I don't
for
think that has anything to do with this story.
Okay.
But all right, so you say it's not a mostly true alien story. You just think she's nuts.
I think she was looking for love.
Definitely looking for love. I mean, who isn't? Who isn't?
Places looking for love. Too many spaceships searching for lives.
I fell in love on a silver star.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you say it's not a mostly true alien story.
No.
It's my turn to weigh in. I absolutely love this story. It's one of my favorites of 2026. I think it's amazing. And you know what? Part of me says, yeah, this is absolutely crazy, nuts. And I get the sense that if she's probably very intelligent. And I think, we've all had that friend that is super intelligent and they're all over the place and very talented. And there might be a lonely curse to that as well, where, you're just not meeting the guy that you want to, or a girl that you that relationship. And then you start to fantasize about things like this. And being a meteorologist and looking to the skies all the time, you could certainly come up with many stories, and all of her knowledge and everything that she educated herself on through life, not just in meteorology, but learning Latin and languages and whatever else she learned. I think that adds to the evolution of creating these sort of stories. And that is one side of this to me where I look at it and say, this could very easily be her just not losing her ship, but just her living in a fantasy of wanting to, find love. to find love.
I'm going to write it in a book so I can feel something.
A desperation of sorts, in a sense. Right. But then another side of me says, it's so crazy that it could be possibly true. So, is this a mostly true alien story?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. No.
I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to say that this is a mostly true alien story.
Oh my gosh.
And that good for her for writing a book and going on tour. And, shame on those ufologists that weighed in and said that she's nuts. And shame on you for doubting Akon, Dark Larry, Ayling, whatever his name is.
Ayling.
Yeah, and one day they're gonna come back and they're gonna pick her up, and she's gonna be like, "I told you so," and that's that. So, what did she look like? Did you get a look at what she looked like? Was she hot? Was she hot like
Mm,
alien hot
not
material?
really. No, no, they didn't
No.
show any. This is what was weird too. I couldn't find any pictures of her younger.
Mm.
Saw her like in her late 40s, early 50s.
I mean, it doesn't matter what they look like, but I
That's
think
what
that
it was. The soul connection.
this is soul connection. Soul
Can't put
connection.
looks
Soul
on it.
has no. Soul is beautiful.
Eyes.
Well, no,
Soul has no eyes.
Soul is always beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's pretty
So
on the inside.
she is.
That's what we could
She's
say. She's just
wonderful
beautiful
heart.
on the inside.
She's wonderful. All right. For me, this isn't about whether Akon was real. It's about why stories like this appeared when they did in the 50s. There was a lot going on then, and why they stopped appearing in the same way. I think this is a beautiful love story. Elizabeth Klarer never recanted. She never changed her story. She wrote a book. She went on tour. She was challenged by this. She had a baby with Akon, the Godfather's Dark Larry. She never turned it into a circus, it doesn't seem like, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's true, but I'm saying it's a mostly true alien story.
Wow.
It definitely is interesting. Andrew says it is not a mostly true alien story. Whether Akon was an alien, a projection, or something in between, this story still asks the same question we're asking today. What would contact actually look like? Or love with an alien actually look like? Andrew says he would sleep with an alien, but he's not sure. You'd have to get permission from his wife. All right, that's it. What do you guys think? Is this a mostly true alien story? I know some of our listeners that are actually friends of mine are shaking their head at me because I think it's true. Go ahead, leave comments, let us know. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Mostly True Alien Stories. We'll see you in the next episode. Until then, be kind to the aliens when they get here. Andrew, great job. Thanks for the info.
Thanks, Neil. We just lost 4 subscribers.
I don't know. Maybe we got more.
Those are the people that want love. That's why.
I want to love an alien. I'm Acon from Venus. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
UFO sightings. Many Americans have wondered about the dangers of unknown objects.